Governor Greg Abbott and Attorney General Ken Paxton are ramping up their rhetoric and their actions against Islamic organizations operating in Texas. This is Thursday, January 29th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Thanks for spending part of your Thursday with the Texas Minute. New safety rules going into effect for Texas summer camps are raising eyebrows and fees, and some of those summer camps might not survive. More on that story coming up. Yesterday, both Governor Greg Abbott and Attorney General Ken Paxton issued statements related to the growing presence of Islamic groups in Texas. In a letter sent to Attorney General Paxton, Governor Abbott wrote that, quote, voluminous documents detail the dangers posed to Texans by the Muslim Brotherhood, CARE, and their affiliates. He urged the Attorney General to use his authority to investigate CARE records and, if warranted, seek forfeiture of its corporate charter. Abbott's letter comes as his administration continues to defend its November designation of CARE as both a foreign terrorist organization and a transnational criminal organization under Texas law, an action now being challenged in federal court by CARE's Texas chapters. Notably, Mr. Paxton is currently defending Abbott in court. Meanwhile, Mr. Paxton's office announced that he's demanding records from the Cypress Fairbanks Independent School District and the Grapevine Colleyville Independent School District as part of his investigation into the Islamic Games of North America. The investigation centers on planned events that were advertised as being sponsored by the New Jersey chapter of CARE. Robert Albritton is chairman of the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents. He recently donated $5,000 to a candidate challenging incumbent state Representative Brian Harrison of Midlothian. Harrison is a 2004 A&M graduate who's been a vocal critic of left-wing activities at Texas A&M under Albritton's leadership. For example, Albritton was a staunch supporter of A&M's disgraced former president, DEI advocate Mark Welsh. Welsh was forced to resign last fall after audio emerged of him berating a female student for calling out left-wing advocacy by a professor. Harrison is the one who released that audio. Gig 'em. Following up on a story from yesterday, a caucus of Democrat lawmakers is criticizing Governor Greg Abbott's decision to freeze and scrutinize the use of H-1B visas at Texas's public universities. The governor's action followed recent reports that Texas A&M University has routinely been outspending other institutions on H-1B visas to hire foreign workers. Public records show that A&M has spent $3.25 million since 2020 to sponsor more than 659 H-1B workers, outpacing other major Texas higher education institutions in the process. In a statement shared on social media, the Texas Mexican American Legislative Caucus accused the governor of, quote, demonizing immigrant Texans and weaponizing hiring policy for political gain. The group argues that Abbott's move undermines higher education at a time when many universities depend on international talent in fields like engineering, computer science, and nursing. I guess there aren't any engineers, computer scientists, or nurses in Texas, apparently. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Are you worried about your kid's future? You should be. I'm Charles Blaine with Texas Tomorrow. This is a show where we're going to talk about the issues and the people that are pushing the policies that concern your family, your home, and your kids. Catch Texas Tomorrow every Thursday.
Following the tragic loss of life during the Hill Country floods last July, state lawmakers passed two measures in an attempt to strengthen camp safety requirements. But some camp directors are concerned that the new rules require so much capital that they will be forced to close their doors. For example, according to the law, all camps must maintain two internet connections. One is required to be connected through fiber optics, and the second through a broadband service that is completely distinct from the fiber optic system. Camp directors have raised concerns that fiber optic internet access is often not readily available due to some of their more remote locations. Estimates to install it have ranged from $75,000 to more than $1.5 million. With the new rules have also come higher license fees from the state. While those have been about $400 in the past, they're now estimated to range from $2,000 to $15,000. You can find details on that story and the others mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Brandon Waltons, Adam Kahn, Daniel Greer, and Addie Hovland. Producer Nick Shepard gets the show delivered to you every weekday morning. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now, go make it a great day.